Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.
Coming up today on Hello ENC, we dive headfirst into how to make the best at-home drip coffee from the comfort of your home.
Hello ENC.
Hey. Living, loving local.
Oh.
Hey.
Hi.
Lifestyle.
With your host, Meghan, and fashionista, Ciara.
Let's get a sound check. And now, Hello ENC.
Let's go.
Hey friends, welcome to Hello ENC. I'm your host, Meghan Mamlock. Happy Hump Day, aka Wednesday, aka Coffee Break, where we're going to learn the best way to get a perfect at-home drip for our morning coffee. Then we'll spin round and round some records, that is, to see what Chris has to add to our playlist. Plus, we'll check in with C to see what instrument she's testing her musical abilities on. Welcome back to Coffee Break. I'm here with Lonnie at Blackbeard's Coffee Roasters, and we are talking about the at-home best drip. So what is that?
We're just talking about the staple coffee maker that almost everyone in their household has, and we're just trying to explain different things you can do in order to get the best cup in your own home. Say I'm waking up in the morning, I need my cup of coffee because otherwise I have no personality if I do not have my cup
brain
of
does
coffee.
not function
Brain
without
does not
caffeine.
function at all. The first thing you're going to want to do that's really going to make a huge difference is choosing fresh beans. The freshness of your beans are going to completely change your cup of coffee. We have them here always. You can see at the bottom of the bag, it tells you when it was roasted. So that's a key component in choosing beans. So you're gonna take this bag, you're gonna have it at your house, and you're gonna select the grind that you need for your drip coffee maker. So that is gonna be a medium grind. It's not gonna be too fine, it's not gonna be too coarse. If you have a grinder, that is gonna make a huge difference in your coffee. So what I do in the morning, I get my beans, I put them into my grinder, get the amount that I need for my pot that I'm making, and then continue on to the next step. The drip coffee machine, it's the one that kind of makes me think of friendship and community. Because you have people over at your house, you make a huge pot, everyone gets more coffee, you can keep hanging out and talking late into the night. So.
Especially the decaf at night, because I know that was a big thing during holidays. Everyone would be like, the end of the dinner, do you want decaf? And then they just sit and chat.
Yeah,
and share
no,
stories.
it's just the one, you already have it, let's enjoy it a little bit more. And then maybe when people get these tips and tricks, they can start taking notice of other types of methods that they really like.
We'll make sure to come back for Coffee Break every Wednesday on Hello ENC to get a taste of something new and learn about hand-roasted coffee along the way.
Hello, hello, hello. Dreaming just awake to a beautiful light, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. 9 to 5 during the day, but a star by night, yeah. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, it's C. Hope y'all had a great Juneteenth. As you all may know, June is Black Music Appreciation Month. And right behind me, we have some good music, but also we have some good food too. We have a lot of food trucks here. We have Anita's food truck, and also we have Williams Catering as well. Plus, we have multicultural vendors of Pitt County.
As of last year, Juneteenth became a U.S. holiday, but even before then, some have always celebrated Juneteenth.
Do you celebrate Juneteenth?
Every year, I celebrate Juneteenth, my family and I. As a matter of fact, this right here was where I grew up. This is my stomping ground.
Okay, and I see that you are representing the African American Cultural Trail of Greenville, Pitt County. How long have you been a part of the group?
I don't know how long it has been, but ever since it's been established.
Most people relaxed in their chairs while this festival goer was so excited to get the crowd going and started showing his appreciation for African American Music Month and its sponsors.
The city of Greenville has a deep respect for the heritage of African American music and how it has inspired so many other types of music. This event is co-hosted by the city of Greenville and Uptown Greenville in honor of June being African American Music Appreciation Month. We would like to thank Visit Greenville NC, Metronet, Coastal Beverage, WNCT of course, and Kiss 101.9. We have some great music coming from retired DJ Sean B of Kiss 101.9, so show him some love, as to all our sponsors.
Get fashion forward with me, C. Join me on Fridays at 12:30 for the hottest styles and latest trends. Only on Hello ENC.
Coming up.
Up next is a gifted local musician, and you'll hear them play after the break.
Hello ENC, this is C Sharp, where I try to learn a different musical instrument every week. And today we have producer White Boy Beats. Hey White Boy, how are you? Okay, you gotta tell me the story about your name, okay? Because, I mean, it's pretty obvious here.
Right. Yeah, it's very funny. So pretty much my name came from, it's pretty much my last name. My last name is White. My full name is Christopher White.
Christopher White.
I've had people that have had issues with it, but then once they find out why my name is White Boy Beast, and it's a big laugh, it's a big joke matter.
And then they meet you,
right.
they're just like, oh my gosh,
right.
he
is
like,
icebreaker
yeah.
As well, so then it leads into
I love it. No, I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's dope. So how long you been a producer?
I've been a producer for about 5+ years. I actually started producing in 2016. I used to work for this other job, and through that time, I used to also play piano as well. So through that time, I actually got into music production, listening to things like gospel rap and different hip hop music. Throughout that time, I actually had an old Yamaha keyboard that I used to make music on. And so once I got into that, I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. Then I got into buying production equipment, and it just skyrocketed from there.
How do you stay productive and like keep yourself going in your passion? Because I know that you said that you can go through beat block, just like writer's block. All creators have like this type of block thing that we go through. You know, you can have writer's block, you can have like just content block, you know, where you're just like, your mind is just like, you know, it's like, it's going through like, stop. So how do you like stay productive and stay motivated and inspired to want to keep creating, making beats?
The way I stay motivated and inspired to making beats, like I said, if I get beat block, I'll go outside of my back patio sometimes and just, you know, relax, or just simply watch TV. A lot of times what I do too is I listen to music sometimes before each session. Neo soul is like one of my go-to genres that I like to listen to.
Do you have an artist from that genre that you like?
Jill Scott.
I love her.
I grew up on her. Erykah Badu, of course.
Erykah Badu,
the go-to. Good day. And there's one other that's Yeba.
No matter what life throws at us, we can all use a little more positivity in our lives. So we're throwing out the negative and we're spreading good news. That's what 9 on Your Side's new show is all about.
Join Courtney Courtright right here, Sundays at noon for 9 on the Positive Side.
Hey, it's C. We're back at Greenville Grooves Music Festival at Town Commons. And now we're going to hear some funky music from Carol Dashiell.
Dashiell has appeared as producer-performer on over 35 national and international recordings. In 1994 through 1995, he's the recipient of the Robert and Lina Mays and Robert L. Jones Distinguished Alumni Teaching Excellence Award, a Dario Jazz Performing Artist, and a SWR Sound Corporation Artist.
thanks for tuning in to Eventful, and be sure to come back every week to see what Megan and I are up to on Hello ENC.
Coming up, Chris explores an iconic live album with a very unique twist from the Man in Black for this week's On the Record.
On Eastern soil with me, Emily, we'll visit North Carolina Farm to learn how they get food from the farm to your table.
Tuesdays on Hello ENC at 12:30.
Welcome back. It's C. I'm at White Boy Beat Studio here in Winterville. And before the break, you heard his backstory on how he got started as a producer. And now he's going to show me how to make a beat.
Yeah, so most of my beats come from either my music production DAW, FL Studio. Others come from this beautiful piece of equipment, which is an Akai MPC.
An Akai?
Mm-hmm. So what the MPC does, it pretty much allows me to make sample-based music. It allows me to take a song, plug it in through this chord piece here, whether through my phone or through a MP3 player.
Wow, nice. So what am I going to be making today?
So today we are going to be working on a sample that I chopped, and the song is actually titled Song Cry, something I'm actually recently working on. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let you play the drums for this as well. So we have the sample. So you can actually do different variations of what you want. So you have your kick here and you have your rim shot here. So I'm gonna hit record and let you do your own little thing.
Okay.
You got here, hi-hat.
Okay.
Now you can hear yourself.
I feel
do
like
this.
I got it.
She got it. She's got it, everybody. So now once you did that, now we can play this back and see what you did on the drums.
Hey. Let me find out I'm a producer.
Sierra on the beat.
C on the beat. What? It's C on the beat. C on the beat. C on the beat. C on the beat. What? Hey. Well, thanks for tuning in with me on C Sharp as I created my own beat with White Boy. And be sure to come back every Wednesday to see more talented musicians only on Hello ENC.
Looking for a hookup. Well, that sounds promising. He's open to hooking up for dinner or drinks.
That's not what that means.
Weeknights at midnight on Eastern North Carolina CW.
On the Record is hosted by Chris, who has been messing with records since he was a kid, and now he's going to take us on a musical journey around and around the record player, diving into what makes an album special from his point of view. Let's tune into how Chris compares the struggle of stardom and jail in the Johnny Cash album, San Quentin.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. I have a really cool one for you today. It is Johnny Cash, San Quentin. This album is very special to me. My brother and I used to listen to it all the time. So Johnny Cash, despite his outlaw reputation, never actually spent time in prison. I feel that Johnny Cash probably had a kindred connection to those incarcerated. Maybe the stage light was sort of isolating at times, and so I think he was really able to connect to those inside San Quentin. My favorite song on the album would have to be A Boy Named Sue. The execution of the song, the heartfelt nature of it, the great punchline at the end. It's really just a very solid performance. And you know that he's just doing the best he can, and that's all anyone can ask sometimes. Well, That's it for this week. For On the Record, I'm Chris. We'll see you next time.
WNCT is just a really special place. We have great people here working hard every day to tell stories that need to be heard.
WNCT 9 News at 10 on Eastern North Carolina's CW.
Coming up, we'll check in with the Best Reviews team to see what people need to start baking and how to simplify it with their baking essential suggestions.
Enter a world of wonders, fantasy, and adventures. With Blue Ox Games, join your friends in epic battles against monstrous creatures. Or fight against your friends to become champion of our Smash Brothers tournament.
Game set.
Mark your calendars and be part of the fun. Giveaways and prizes may vary. Blue Ox Games, a place to escape reality.
Whether you're making something for a special occasion or just like to bake for fun, there are a few basic baking essentials you need. Our Best Reviews team is with a woman who knows her way around the kitchen, Chef Andrea Bodevine, to show us a few things you should have on hand.
All right, Scott, if you're going to do some baking, we got to get the experts on the baking. Best Reviews, we go to Andrea Bodevine for this. That's right. She's going to tell us all about this. Welcome. Let's find out.
Thank you.
Let's get in from the expert. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so I think some baking essentials that people really need to start baking in their home kitchen is probably a KitchenAid mixer, something to start, right? This is your workhorse in the kitchen.
This is the Cadillac, too, of the, and I know a lot of people talk about the size and so there's a lot of parts of this, but you're saying for someone that's going to jump in,
I think if you're going to jump in first time around, make an investment. The KitchenAid is an investment, but it's worth it. Yeah, and you've got lots of attachments and stuff that you can add onto this little port right here. Make pasta, ice cream, all that good stuff. And you can read all about it on bestreviews.com. We talk a lot about that.
I love that. All right, and then you brought some other kind of staples of the kitchen. If you're recommending someone that's going to get into baking for the first time, these are things they need.
Absolutely. Well, there's rubber spatulas, which you've heard of before. These are actually metal spatulas. They're a little bit different.
Nice.
And I really think these are kind of overlooked tools that we have in the kitchen that are really, really essential to helping you get your stuff done. This little guy will help you separate brownies and cakes from the side. It will help you cut lasagna without slicing your pan, whatever that is, because it's a dull edge.
Yeah, you don't want to like make something up, like grab a knife and do that, right?
Right,
you know,
right. No, especially if it's a nonstick pan.
Yeah.
Don't do that to your
You're
pans.
going to mess up the pan,
Yeah.
you know, all that stuff.
That's not very friendly.
That's not good. All right, I've got something in my hand. What is this? I just found this. What would we use this for?
It's baking essential trivia with Andrew.
You know, am I
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because this is actually a basting brush for barbecue. It's made of silicone, which is great. It can take up to 500 degrees. We have a similar model. It's a pastry brush, something something that you can also baste barbecue with this. But a pastry brush is a little bit softer. You can oil your cutting boards, your wooden spoons like that to keep them healthy. You can wash the insides of pans. If you're making caramels, you need to wash the sugar down. That's a little more advanced.
Very good.
Clearly the
we'll
expert.
get there, though. Andrea's here. We'll get there. All right, I noticed you brought a scale, a digital scale. I don't have one of these. I've always wondered, I know
why?
I'm measuring. Why? Yeah,
why do I need a digital scale?
Tell me. I never use that because I don't know how to use it really.
Okay, so
but we should.
I love these digital scales mostly because when I'm making chocolate chip cookies, something really simple, they come out all different sizes. They might come out like ovals. They might get a little weird.
Right.
Roll it in a ball, throw it on here. Every single one of them's 1 ounce. They all bake perfectly. It looks like Chips Ahoy. I mean, everybody thinks you're a master. And all you did was weigh it and make sure it's the right size.
That's right.
If you're baking something special from Europe or you're using a recipe book from Europe, everything, the rest of the world really uses grams. We use ounces here in America. This will help convert it for you. So if somebody says, I need 355 grams of something, you can put it on there, switch it over to ounces, know how much flour you need.
How simple is that? These are all the tools you need.
It's really handy.
We got the mixer, we got the spatulas, we got the pastry brush, this weird thing you brought, and the scale, everything we need.
And we're all set, ready to go.
That's
all right. And of course, bestreviews.com where we find out more.
Bestreviews.com, yep. We've reviewed over 60,000 products on there. So
very nice.
Come have a look.
She's the expert in the kitchen. Let's go.
Today is a special day because we have Max Claypool, our new meteorologist for WNCT 9 on Your Side Storm Team 9. So excited to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So what got you into meteorology?
I mean, honestly, I've always been super into meteorology. I've honestly always been super into just
just like the natural world and stuff like that. Also I grew up watching the Storm Chaser show on Discovery.
I was gonna say, have you ever chased a storm yourself?
So I have. So I've actually done a bunch of storm chasing. I have 100,000 TikTok followers.
What?
Yeah,
Wait,
from
plug your TikTok. What's your TikTok?
Mad Max Claypool. Mad Max like the movie and then my last name.
I love that. So you mentioned like the show, but like, did you have like a crazy, severe weather event that happened near your home? Because you're from Illinois, for people who don't know.
Chicago, yeah. I actually do remember a day like when I was a kid. It was just a basically garden variety severe thunderstorm, but I remember I got the idea I could look at radar and stuff like that.
Well, Max, thanks so much for joining me and letting me interview you and get to know you. And
make sure you tune into WNCT 9. I'm Storm Team 9 meteorologist Max Claypool.
You can read thoughts. Betty can see threatening auras. Archie is invulnerable. Jughead, what's going on?
Brace yourself, because there's more.
Stranger things have happened in Riverdale.
Riverdale, new episode this Sunday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
Coming up this week, we'll check out America's favorite pastime with the Wood Ducks. And we'll check out how a local soap retailer is changing the soap market in an earth-friendly way. Make sure to join Hello ENC every weekday at 12:30 to be in the know of everything that is living, loving local in the East. See ya!
Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.